Hey there everyone, Bridget Benson at Community Realty. I just did a fire hardening class with Joe Snipes, the owner of ForestScapes L.L.C. He came to our Humboldt Association of Realtors and did a presentation for us realtors in Humboldt County, and he had some really great things to know. And so if you live on land, you're going to want to know this. Starts with AB 38. It is a new law that requires any property being sold in California that is in a high fire zone or a severe high fire zone, you have to have CAL FIRE come to your property and assess the situation. Now, CAL FIRE will either tell you it's good or it's not good. So if it's not good, you have to get into compliance within 1 year of selling your property. And that is where ForestScapes L.L.C. comes in with Joe Snipes and his crew. They do all sorts of things for you as a homeowner, including fire line construction, fuel breaks, home hardiness improvements, pile burning, tree services. They do oak release, pruning, lot clearing, hazard tree removal, tree topping, tree planting, and Vexar tubing. I don't even know what Vexar tubing is, so call up Joe to find out that, or if you have that need, he can help you. Miscellaneous service they provide is invasive species removal and trail installation and maintenance, stump removals, and bird boxes. Thought bird boxes were really cool because they do bird boxes for certain species of birds that keep insects away. So it's kind of like a natural way of keeping insects and mosquitoes away from your property. And what did we learn about the CAL FIRE? Check for compliance, and if you are not in compliance, you call Joe and he helps you. He can help you file for grants because Humboldt County has a new program. It's called the Flash Grant, and it's only for Humboldt County residents, Neeland and Southern Humboldt right now. And they will give you up to $900 an acre to help you fire harden your property. So that's huge. Lots of grants coming out right now. And something Joe shared with me is that this movement of prescribed burns is actually women driven and tribal driven. So the tribes around Humboldt County are the ones that are really pushing this and being, on the forefront of this movement. So I thought that was really cool. He'll help you get into compliance with CAL FIRE. He'll help you apply to the Flash program. That's specifically for Humboldt County. It helps Humboldt County residents and homeowners get in compliance or fire harden their house if that's, what they want to do. Because we live in such a rural area, we have to pay attention to the trees around us. Our communities are surrounded by trees and backed up to national forests. So, just thinking about keeping your property protected. And so there's lots of funding coming out for people who want to get in compliance with CAL FIRE or just want to fire harden their home. Prescribed Burn Association is something else Joe told us about. And that is a group of volunteers that go around to properties and fire harden the properties for the owner for free. I mean, it's amazing. So this is a new association, and they are really trying to plan and have prescribed fire burns to keep, forest fires from being out of control. And these are a group of volunteers that'll come to your house for free. It's called the Prescribed Burn Association, and I will put that in the comments so you can look it up for yourself. They have the fire departments there. They have CAL FIRE there while they're doing it. So it's a safe, prescribed burn that the volunteers do for you free of charge. So that's really cool. Another thing I learned, if you have true oaks on your property, you could get more funding to help you remove those. So there's a difference between, a fake oak and a real oak, which I learned today. The tan oak is not a real oak, and true oaks are true oaks. Apparently we have a lot of those true oaks in Humboldt County, and if you have a lot of true oaks on your property, you could get more funding to help you with fire hardening your property. He talked about redwood trees. Redwood trees are all over Humboldt County, right? And talked about, the dangers of having redwood trees by your home. And basically he said if the canopy of the redwood tree is going over your home, it's likely that the root system is going to be going under your foundation as well because it's so close. So just things to think about. If you have a tree trunk in your yard and it's leaning over to the other property, you are responsible for the tree trunk. in your yard. You're responsible for the tree. So if the tree trunk is in your yard, that is your responsibility. And so if that tree falls over and damages someone else's property, you could be held liable for that damage if the tree trunk is on your property. And also, if the tree branches are hanging over on your property, you have the right to cut those tree branches that are hanging over onto your property. So if the tree trunk's on one side and the tree branches are hanging over, you can cut those tree branches off. And Joe Snipes is also an arborist, which I thought was really cool. He has so many qualifications. He charges a $300 flat rate right now for going to your property and giving you an assessment. He said he does do free consults. Unless you have like a specific tree or something he's going to go look at, then there's a fee for that. But you can find him. He's on Facebook and Instagram. Here's his brochure. About us, we have over 15 years of wildland, fire, and forestry experience that has helped us to provide premium forestry services. We have a staff of professional fallers, climbers, and land stewards that are fully insured and equipped to be on a job site for weeks at a time. They are not joking, because he mentioned that they'll do jobs where they are and then they'll just camp right there. They'll wake up and then finish a job. So these guys are hardcore. They are working a really hard job doing this and being away from their families in the woods, doing all this. So I'm just so grateful for them that we have their resource here to help us. The grants that they will help you get, or the grants available, are their federal, state, and local grants that can cover a large portion of the cost to have most of this work done. We can provide information and assistance with applying for these grants. So these are the guys that you want to talk to, ForestScapes L.L.C. They will help you get into compliance and also help you apply for the grants, the free money from the state and the federal government to help you get your home in fire hardening or fire defense space. So if you have questions about this new law, AB 38, I would definitely reach out to Joe Snipes here at ForestScapes and see what he can do for you, because he is full of information, super knowledgeable, professional guy, and I would just highly recommend him for anyone in Humboldt County, or Del Norte County for that matter. So if you have questions, go ahead and call Joe or get a hold of him. I'll put his information in the comments. And thank you for watching. If you have any real estate questions, please reach out. I'm Bridget Benson at Community Realty in Eureka, California. Thank you.